heard the what we call anklets. You know anklets, right? Women used to wear anklets. No, no, I'm not wearing anklets. The sound came from that human shaped smoky, and like it went like anything. It's running. The sound whenever a person is running with anklets, the sound will come, right? That sound I heard. So terrible. So that's why I want to share that. That's it. And I don't have anything about ghost, but even my friend also with me. We are in room now, so he wants to say something. Where?
Yeah, like a Bhul Bhulaiya movie.
And I wanted to ask everyone here. We are 8 members in the call, so why don't we try something crazy to go some app? Why? No, no, no. I'm not saying right. No, no, no. The thing is, I wanted to go as a group, and we want like we have to spend some time in the graveyard at the night at 12 a.m. like that. Seriously,
Yeah. What do you mean you're not able to hear yourself? And why are there three live sessions? The first thing happened. Right now I'm watching live, right? I can't hear anything on the live as well. Right now I'm watching. Oh yeah, live, I can. Right? I can't hear anything on the live as well. Right now I'm watching. Oh yeah, I can. Good. अबे लूप आ गया 1 मिनट रुक Yeah, your voice is not coming on mute. Oh, sorry, it's not coming there for some reason. Check on you. Check on YouTube. Your YouTube उसमें mute कर दिया क्या? Oh, I don't
no.
think YouTube.
Actually, even I tried, but his voice is not audible in the YouTube live. Even I've tried. Yeah.
1 मिनट फिर से रुक मैं देखता हूँ. Yeah, I could just hear only my voice. I can't hear your voice there. Yeah. पता नहीं हर बार. Is anyone else watching YouTube live right now? Can you just check it? बहुत ज्यादा ये आ रहा था.
अभी नहीं आ रहा है, अभी नहीं आ रहा है ना.
तेरा वॉइस बहुत ये रिवर्बिंग आ रहा है.
ओके ओके ओके.
ओ इस पे म्यूट कर देना तो. Why am I able to hear my own voice here? Why am I hearing my own voice? अबे मेरा इंग्लिश का.
ओके नाउ रिवर्ब नहीं आ रहा है ना.
नहीं आ रहा है.
Okay. Wait, can you check on YouTube live? Can I like? Can you hear me?
Once.
मुझे 2 डिवाइस से कनेक्ट होना होगा ऐसा होने से. Like one. Okay, now you can hear me, right?
बात कर एक बार.
Can you hear me on YouTube live now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why, but sorry, sorry everyone. You we had this issue. पता नहीं last time भी live में कुछ ना कुछ issue हुआ था. And Madhura here was like, how scary it is that you can't hear your own self in YouTube. I was like, यार डराओ मत literally.
Madhura, have you seen it? I create. हाँ पता नहीं ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Madhura be like,
You could have
imagine
told
you
me,
can't
like,
hear
you know,
yourself.
we make some small shots. I would have like spoken even better.
I mean, I want this realism, right? I mean, that's what thing. I didn't want anything to be uh, creative sort. I wanted when someone is narrating and when they're authentic, right? When they tell it as they've heard it or as they've seen it, there is a sense of reality to it. But if you're narrating something which you've read or if you're prepared,
Right.
it'll take away that realism. So that was
Yeah,
my thing.
we wanted it as in real
As raw as-
experience, not
yeah,
a story or something for social media.
exactly.
Mhm.
I was on roads. I was doing this on the roads all this while creating that shot. I wanted to create that shots. Fortunately, your story was also it's a pretty short story. I could get everything in 1 minute. तो किसी ने
YouTube
बताया
shorts में
था
views आते हैं सुरेश.
you short से views आते हैं. It should have been other. कोई podcast देखता नहीं भाई until unless if it is some or a popular person. No one and we are all.
Why would इतने ज़्यादा podcast हो गए? Who would watch?
That's what right and we are creating a 2 hours podcast every week. Until and then there is no content. Mostly, I guess last week also we had only 2 stories. One from Madhura and one from that other guy, Julian. I guess
Yeah, mostly it's conversations.
yeah. It's mostly conversations. And as we are not some comedians or some influencers who people listen to right now. So
Mostly we are not even marketing it. People will listen to any shit, but marketing करना होगा उस level का. Nowadays I feel like.
I guess it's the same set of faces here.
Mostly, but there is Balasai is new, and I think Shashank is new.
Oh, okay. Hello, Shashank. Hello, Bahil Sai. And
Hi,
Pooja.
Suresh.
Hello, hello. And Pooja is also a new person, or Pooja, or did I? I'm a
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
No, I am the same person. We
Oh, you were there last week or
Too
previous
common of a
week.
name. Sorry.
1 month back.
Yeah. Oh, so you are the one who told about that story. Yeah. No, there were too many
I
Poojas.
told you not too common
last
of a
month.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a story or like
Yeah, I had a story. So that's why I thought of just sharing it today.
Sure, definitely. Sorry, Pooja. Sorry to interrupt. Were you able to record what Balasai is? I said. I mean, is it there in the live session?
it is, but mostly no. वो delete कर दूंगा मैं वो दो session because there is not my voice.
So
it's like one-sided conversation.
तो बालासाही को फिर से बोलने के लिए बोलते हैं. अभी तो चल रहा है तो.
Yeah.
So
now
then
we are,
once Pooja goes, and then maybe Balasai can go again.
yeah.
Yeah.
First, Pooja, we would like to hear your story again.
Just a second.
Yeah,
So,
sure. Not an
तब तक
issue.
Sai Shashank, you have anything?
Yeah. Or if you like to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Sasank. I currently live in Bangalore. So I saw this group on Meetup only. So I thought of joining, but I don't have any like spooky stories and stuff. I don't believe in ghosts, but like to see what happens, I joined here.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. we all try to also create a like scientific explanation. Also, we work in that area. Also, what if
Yeah.
everything was mind game?
Yeah.
Yeah, we really don't disavow the stories. Like we
Mhm.
don't say that whatever you're doing is a hallucination sort of thing. We don't diss those people.
We just try to find out all the different possibilities. Just say, like,
Yeah.
what
most-
if it was fully
Yeah.
scientific? What if it was ghost?
Yeah.
A
Just.
plausible kind of explanation, which mostly doesn't happen. But yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
sorry,
Let's
you're
see
saying
what
something.
happens. No, no. Let's see what happens. Just for fun, I joined. I'll see what happens.
Sure. Well, I guess a new person joined just now. Anisa. Hello, Anisa. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome
I
to
Hi.
Saturday Night Spooky Stories.
Hi. I'm with my boyfriend, and we just wanted to listen what everyone had to say, and yeah, not much.
Oh, you don't have any stories to share?
No, unfortunately, we don't have any story to share, but like I like to learn, and like I go on YouTube and I listen to people like share their stories. I'm very um close to my religion, so I know about like a lot of like paranormal kind of stories
which
that can happen to people.
We would
Like
love to hear those things. Yeah.
yeah. Also, which if you don't mind us asking, which religion do you follow?
I'm Muslim, but like I get informed about like anything that happens in like
Oh.
Islam and Christianity also.
I believe there are a lot of stories about jinns and all in
Yeah,
specifically.
exactly. So like in
If you would like to share any, we would love to hear.
uh, like me, like like when you are like Muslim, you have view of like when you die you go to like either like hell or heaven, and like you want to learn a little bit more about like those creatures that live there. And I think that's how like it all started for me to get like to learn more and more about this. And I like to compare and contrast, so that's why like I've been doing that a lot with Christianity also. So like I compare and contrast like what I can learn about like Islam with Christianity and like other religions also. I like to see like different visions of like different religions on like one topic. So like I do that also like in spirituality and like paranormal. I like to see like what different cultures have also in like paranormal experiences and folklore. So yeah, that's what I do.
Nice. So, if you don't mind us asking, where are you from? You don't sound. You're from.
I'm French. I'm French.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I was all this while I was thinking somewhere in the eastern side. Maybe I thought Malaysia or Thailand or somewhere around that side.
Oh yeah, no, I'm French, and I have my parents are Arabic, so I know also about like a lot of like Arabic folklore
We
about
would.
like.
I mean, if there is any incident which you want to share, if there is any folklore which you want to share, we are all ears and we would love to hear that.
Oh yeah. Like for now, like I would like to learn more about like any Indian folklore if there is any, and I think there is. So like if any of you guys also have like stories to share about that, like I would be like very happy to learn.
Sure, definitely.
Sure. Let's go to Balasai. I think we were gonna ask him to
Or Pooja,
tell
I
a
said
story,
Pooja.
right? Oh, Pooja. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
Pooja.
Pooja to narrate her story.
Yeah. So, like a week before, maybe I was talking to Professor, like my friend. So he was narrating me the latest ghost hunting what he have done. So I just wanted to share it. So I just asked him like what was a previous hunting last. So this one happened, I think 6 months back, and this was like one person who went to Kashi, and she stood near this Manikarnika Ghat by absence. Nobody knows like why she went away, why she went there, why she stood there, and a person came. He said that in Manikarnika Ghat, she said him that one person came and said him that, यार, don't look into any of the fires, like they'll जलाते हैं ना उसको,
Hmm.
पूरा बॉडी को जलाते हैं ना, तब
I
तुम
know. Yeah, I have been there.
उनकी आंख को मत देखो कंटिन्यूअसली, दैट इज नॉट गुड. आंख हमेशा हमेशा नीचे होना चाहिए. I don't know. Like everybody goes, I think they tell that. And she was telling that person even said here, like she tried to go inside, but that person pursued that woman should not go inside. But she went. Then what happened? One of the middle-aged person, I don't know, that guy burnt. They burnt him there, and it was like she was looking into that person for continuously, and she was telling him that something attracted her, so she was looking and taking the photo of that particular Manikarnika Ghat at that particular thing. Then after that she just came back and everything was good. Then she realized that some of her they'll right, a negative energy if it comes, then there is some point we realize I'm not like before. Something is changing. She thought when she went home, like when she went home, her mother came and they normally in their culture, I don't know if normally in our culture we do or not, but in their culture, whenever they go to Kashi and come back, usually parents they tell go and take bath outside only and put everything, all your stuff outside. These are your clothes. Come and get it. So this woman being like just like us, she just came back, everything she has done and she came back. Then night when she slept, she was just narrating the story to that my professor that she was like in dreams she was getting a person and he was trying to harass her very badly. And she realized, she got up and suddenly she felt like something was different, and she there was nothing. Like when she got up she realized that there was nothing. And next day she was okay, she done her work as usual. And then she was like after 2 3 days I guess, she was looking all pictures in Manikarnika Ghat and all stuff. And the photo camera which she has taken, she has given all the pics for this normal framing and stuff. Whatever the easy pics he normally photographer takes, right, he will go and frame these for me. And then after 1 week, like these 1 week was very good, kehte, like she after that bad dream nothing happened. After 1 or 1.5 week, then suddenly she at night only she realized that her they say, right, what they say, like what we say in Hindi here, on the bed, the corner of the bed, basically the height in olden days they used to be bed, right, like wooden at one side and other things like rest of the thing, like they have made such type of bed, kehte. She found out that the wooden thing, something is like hitting her. Her hand was catched and she was hitting the wooden thing continuously at night. But then she realized that there was nothing like wooden thing. There was no such things in the corner to catch her hand. Nothing. Then again she got up in the morning. Then again same thing. There was no reason for her to tell something is like that. Then nothing. Then one day her mother tried to tell her like puja karte hain na ghar pe. So she said come inside. Come inside. And suddenly she was like मुझे नहीं आना. She was only telling me मुझे नहीं आना अंदर. I don't know. I मुझे घबराहट हो रही है भाई, मैं निकल जाता हूँ बोल के वो भाग गई. Even she don't know the psychic reason. Maybe it may be a psychic reason, but still she don't know the reason. She said I don't want to come and she ran away. I guess then her mother got some thing that यार something कुछ ना कुछ तो हो गया इस लड़की के साथ जब से ये वाराणसी गई है भाई, कुछ ना कुछ को करके आई है. And the next thing that she felt something weird was every day she used to get up and on normally when we see in the mirror, we can see our reflection. She was not able to see her reflection. She was not able to see her reflection. First, she thought, no, this is just like that. But yes, she said that she was not able to see her reflection. I was like, is it real story? Then I said, no, she was really not able to see her reflection. कहते in the morning when she got up, the first thing like we do like mirror को देखना ऐसा कुछ करते हैं ना, उसको suddenly mirror like उसका कुछ नहीं दिख रहा था, and वो बहुत डर गई थी, and she explained everything to her some friend like ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है भाई मेरे साथ. Then यहाँ पे नॉर्मली हमारे प्लेस में ये गांगापुर होता है ना, आपको पता है गांगापुर?
नहीं, कहाँ पे है ये? Like what?
You have to see this. This is in Maharashtra, I guess. Gangapur.
Just in Gangapur.
Yes. It is Dattatraya's temple. Okay.
Oh, this one.
Ganga.
Okay. Yeah, this one.
I don't know. Like I have listened to it first time.
Himanshu,
Gangapur.
yeah.
So
Once you can, sorry, Himanshu. Once puja completes, you can talk after that. Yeah, please go ahead.
so she understood that something is going wrong because every day she's going to see the reflection. Suddenly one particular day she can't see the reflection again. वो भाग के आ गई. ये बहुत डर लग रहा था उसको, तो उसका फ्रेंड को बताया, तो उसने बोला चलो गंगापुर चलते हैं एक बार, because she lives in Maharashtra itself. So I was always living in Pune, so she was friend to me like that, and also friend to my professor like that. So as we were interested, she also goes and stuff does. Then suddenly she said to one of my friend, and one of my friends said, "Arey, let's go to this guy. We know na, we have met him before." Then that guy said, like my professor said, "Go to Gangapur, man. You know now how many times I said you, whatever negative energy is there, go to Gangapur. Everything will be all right." Then they went to Gangapur, like yes, they went to Gangapur, and suddenly she started behaving very weirdly. Like she was uh, like नीचे गिर के वो अंग प्रदक्षिण करते हैं ना, ऐसा बिहेव कर रही थी. Like no one was able to catch यार इसको हुआ क्या भाई. सडनली शी वाज नॉर्मल, एंड एक बार गंगापुर के अंदर चली गई भाई, वो तो अजीब ही बिहेव कर रही है. एंड उसके साथ तो कोई नहीं था, बस उसका फ्रेंड था एंड वो थी. एंड देन इट वाज लाइक हुआ क्या, वो एक पंडित वंडित आए और बोला भाई तू उसको एक दिन रुकवा, हम देखते हैं, क्योंकि वहां पे बहुत लोग होते हैं कहते. देयर आर मेनी पीपल हु कम देयर for only this ghost removing or exorcism, whatever it is. And there what happened was that pandit, after a day, they tied her, and वहां पे judgment होती है. They said that it is your judgment time, and that person whom she was seeing the reflection in that kashi for like उसका जो आग देख रही थी नॉम, तो उसने बताया कि भाई मैं मर गया, मुझे नहीं पता इस औरत क्यों आई है मेरे पास, ऐसा किसी का भी फ्यूनरल अटेंड नहीं कर सकते हैं. मैंने सोचा ये लड़की मेरे लिए आई है और मैं उसके साथ चली गई.
Oh, interesting.
And that pandit asked exactly what you want from that girl, because she was just 25, 26, right? What do you want from that girl? She has a future ahead, and you are already a spirit. Then you have to go away to take a next life or whatever it is. Then that spirit said, I am a middle-aged man, I am a not married man, and someone has seen me with such particular eyes that I felt this woman is the best for me and I can live with her till her death, and I'll take and go. And that time, literally, everybody's वहां पे तो मेरा फ्रेंड का होश उड़ गया कहते फॉर श्योर. एंड प्रोफेसर को ये सब बताया, एंड उस बंदे ने बोला भाई उसको और 3-4 आवर्स रखना पापा, हमसे नहीं होगा ये बंदा बहुत ऐसा हो गया ना, हमको निकाल नहीं सकते, क्योंकि वो बहुत जिद्दी था. तो वहां पे मेरा फ्रेंड ने पूछा कहते, लाइक नॉर्मली उसने पूछा कहते, लाइक प्रोफेसर ने बताया कि मेरे फ्रेंड ने ऐसा पूछा कि एग्जैक्टली करते क्या है वहां पे. तो दो चीजें करते हैं. एक, वन, इफ see, they say that spirits are not like हम पूजा करके वो निकलवाना ऐसे कुछ नहीं कर सकते, उनको मनाना पड़ता है। जैसे बच्चों को मनाते हैं ना, ऐसा मनाना पड़ता है उनको। भाई चले जाओ, ये तुम्हारा दुनिया नहीं है, तुम खत्म हो गए हो। उनको दिलासा दिलाना पड़ता है, भाई तुम अब तक जिंदा नहीं हो, यू हैव पास्ड अवे, नाउ इट इज योर न्यू लाइफ, यू हैव टू गो एंड यू हैव टू स्टार्ट अ न्यू वन। वन टाइप एंड सेकंड टाइप जो जिद्दी होते हैं, उनको समझाना ही बहुत कुछ कुछ साल लग जाते हैं, कुछ कुछ महीने भी लग जाते हैं। एंड जबरदस्ती जब बेचते हैं ना स्पिरिट्स को, देन उनको कभी मुक्ति नहीं मिलती, ऐसा वो लोग सोचते हैं। दिस इज लाइक जस्ट लाइक कन्विंसिंग समवन टू जस्ट लीव, इट इज नॉट लाइक गो 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 गेट आउट। And now I never thought like that, like exorcism. Because see, exorcism is a word which I have listened from Hollywood movies more, and very less in our place, very less in our place, because I never thought people do all such stuff. But there, after 3-4 hours, what they have done is a priest came. I don't know, he's a head priest there. He's called as Pitadipati. Normally every main temples have Pitadipatis. They will start looking after the temples and stuff and all such things. So he came, and that person started convincing the ghost. He was telling me that he was convincing him that you passed away, you have a very great life ahead, you will again born in this place, so you have to leave this woman, then only you will born again and you will have a very good life. He was convincing, and it took him like 1 week to convince that particular ghost. Then he went away. He went away. Then that woman came back, and while coming, the priest said one thing: "See, man, I know you are interested. You went to all gods and stuff, but one thing, something is which is unknown. Don't go there. Don't do all the stupid stuff. You go, come back, go do darshan, and come back, because you invite problems and you make things hard for yourself. If you don't know something, then don't do it." Then we were, after listening to it, like I said, why this girl went, because she was one of my friend, very like, it was like once or twice I met. So he was telling me that. So my professor said, here I have done nothing, but the story which that guy said, that was really like interesting. And then he visited Gangapur.
Wow.
He visited Gangapur. Then he understood that not only that one girl, whoever enters Gangapur and whoever is back of negative energy, they will fall, and they will automatically become unconscious, and they should wait till the priest comes, and they have to get along with the priest, and ghost should go, else he will be there only, you can't take him back.
Wow.
So
Great
maybe,
story, Pooja. Thank you for that. But
yeah.
did someone actually did you mention about this place in your previous stories as well? Because someone
No,
I did remember, I do remember, I don't remember the story, but I do remember searching for this temple. And Deek, do you remember?
no,
We did search for the same temple on. We've done the same thing on one of the earlier
Mm.
calls, right?
I don't know,
Yes.
but this temple, like, I have known 1 week back, and I was also looking what type of
Okay.
temple is this.
We search for Shambhav, I guess.
Shambhav, is it? Oh, okay,
Shambhav
okay.
का story था. They went to some temple.
No,
Oh.
Shambhava is like it is towards
No, 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 no. We are
not
talking.
here, somewhere
Shambhav is a friend. I'm talking about
else.
Shambhav is a guy. He's a friend. I mean, he's part of this group.
But it was, you're talking about
No, 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 no. So, Anisa,
Shambhava.
yeah, to just to give you small context here, right? Uh, I'm not sure if you have understood because some of the parts were Hindi. Just to reiterate here. So, to give you a context, Pooja is a, I would say, paranormal expert, or she's studying on paranormal. She is doing some courses on paranormal, and it was her sir or her lecturer who told her the story. And the Manikarnika Ghat, what she was talking about, is the Ghat where people get cremated. So in India, so you are asking, right? So there are few rituals and people. This Ghat is particularly known to cremate people. Either people get cremated or whoever dies, someone dies, their bodies are thrown into the Ganga here or they are cremated here. So I guess that is one of the vicious sort of thing. So this ghat is famous for cremation ghat. So the person who was dying, and this lady was, no one is supposed to look at that cremation for a very long time, but since she looked at it and she felt fascinated and she kept looking at it, and she got possessed by him. And the other place which Pooja was mentioning, Gangapur, as a Dattatreya temple where all these exorcisms happen. To give you a gist, I hope you're listening. If not,
Amazing story.
yeah, seriously amazing story. So Pooja, you're still continuing your I don't want to call it education, but
Paranormal course or
course.
studies or
Yeah,
that.
yes,
I'm not continuing the course, but every 1 month I do go talk to him so that it is like very fascinating for me to like listen about the stories. And even sometimes when we see things right outside, we can just be no, you should not do this at least. I know
yeah.
that, and I'm doing that course, but it is not the course which is this, but still I'm researching a bit on exactly what is this exorcism, and is it really in India only? Like India, we never listen that word. Do they do it? Like after this, I started again. Like for
No,
some
when
reason,
you say exorcism, we don't mean exorcism as a Christianity term. Exorcism means removing of evil. So
yeah. No, it
basically,
is like exorcism usually are people they do or not, we don't know, right? Maybe I have seen too many Hollywood and horror movies to just understand what is that. Then
yeah,
I understood that no, it is just a word. It is same in every place.
yeah, yeah,
It is same in every place.
yeah. You're right, Anisa. When thanking her, I was listening to
Yeah,
the
that is what happened,
yes,
Anish.
yeah, yep. So how is she doing, Pooja, now? Do you have any uh,
Now she's doing good. Like being my older friend. Like when I joined the course, even this
mhm.
woman joined in before batches ke the. That's why he has narrated that woman's story to me. I have just met her once. Now she is doing well, and now she's not going into the ghost stuff anymore. Once
Why
she
I
got
don't
specifically?
know why this is, but every time if someone who is very, very curious about paranormal gets a glimpse of it and completely stops. We have a few members here who were really curious, went somewhere, and then they don't even come to this session. Right,
Yeah,
Suresh?
yeah. We've been waiting for him to come back for a really long time. He said he's
Yeah,
gonna come
I
back,
don't
but
think he will now.
yeah,
It's
he
been
said
so
he's
long.
gonna. You got a
Yeah.
question, Pooja. So Pawan is asking, is it an online course or in-person classroom course?
I don't know. It is an before. It is an online course. Like you can just type in Google. Before, like I have done that course before, lot like when I was engineering 6 7 years back. But I don't know now how much it cost and stuff. Even my professor who has been there, he has after a death of Gaurav Tiwari, he has
Hmm.
shifted.
Yeah, guys, if you have seen our last session, right, we did look into it as Indian Paranormal Society. The website is Indian.
It's an expensive course, around
Yeah,
20
exactly.
or some K.
Yeah,
It is, but it was not at all expensive. It was around 10K. That's why I thought it's fine. It is just my part time.
you tried to call this group. Oh, the
Call the group, no, no one's
Indian
answering.
Paranormal Society, is it? Now after
No, right?
after Gaurav Tiwari's death, I guess that thing is all.
Yeah,
Even he died in a mysterious way, right? So again,
He
as
died
we
in mysterious.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what happened was after him,
I have seen the
people,
one course for the paranormal expert. The fees is around 8,000 rupees for the 4 months.
Who is
Oh,
like the main core teachers? Like, see, this course is from Indian Paranormal Society, so it was a little famous on the
Okay.
Gaurav Tiwari cases, but then he died, so this course, I believe, dismantled mostly due to that.
yeah. And sorry, you wanted who? I guess Pawan had a thing to ask, right? Yeah, Pawan or someone.
I'm
No, yeah.
also
Mm,
asking for the course actually. Basically, how can we learn paranormal course?
I guess it was Jeevan who told us there are courses on Udemy as well. You can search.
Oh,
There are two. The course is pretty cheap again on Udemy.
yeah, I think
great.
I just seen one course in Udemy
Don't do,
about
don't do the
some
courses
woman.
and don't start it. I mean, it is like, don't do it. It is better not to do it because some things are not in our hand. If it is curiosity, then try to learn it and put a scientific thing for it if you can. Yes, but never try it. Better. It
Finally,
is,
someone who has a, I don't know, maybe logical brain other than me.
This is not logic, dude. This is more like
This is purely
experience. That's experience speaking.
mm, also logic
because
because we all have
nothing is
seen
important.
Himanshu in our group, right?
Yeah. Hello,
We
Ritu.
had one
Hello.
guy. Hello, Ritu.
Yeah, hi,
Uh,
hi.
Hi.
We were
Ritu.
I
talking
was
about another Ritu actually, Ritu.
अरे नहीं रे ऐसा मत बोल I said
Just
I
one Ritu.
said नहीं ऐसे बच्ची को ऐसे नहीं
hello, hello.
हेलो हेलो रितु
What Bachchi man?
कोई बात
Ritu
नहीं मैं
is much
म्यूट हो
older now.
जाती हूँ.
no I guess it was Himanshu had a question or he said he was talking about the place this Gangapur or Manikarnika Ghat I guess Himanshu you wanted to say something right
I was saying that everybody guys are buying courses for paranormal normal activities. मैं तो YouTube से टोट के सीख रही हूँ.
see
Tot ke.
you are
और
into
नींबू में.
witchcraft you are learning
Yeah,
witchcraft that's
that is
different
different.
they are see that is information which they're trying to know you're trying to learn a skill here they're not trying to learn a skill they're trying to learn a theory
Nicole Walters. I have not heard about this guy, so not sure. Maybe
yeah
you want to check once in our group whether this course is. Jeevan will answer if you message about the course details.
yeah yeah, yeah.
Is it legit or completely bogus?
if you really want to do a course, then see, like the people who are doing the course are like who are doing and surviving are basically psychics. Okay, so in some of the other point, they have more sense that we can't see, and some people have that. If you don't have, we don't have to not go. I because it was my personal experience. Just an thing that which I couldn't sense and he can sense was when I went to the exploration only for one thing. He was the first person who can sense, and he was the first person who said, "Get out."
Oh,
So we were not able to do it, but he sensed only by touching the tree. So there are certain psychic skills that automatically, when we like, some things are due to meditation and due to Kundalini yoga, and some things are from birth.
cool.
So better, like, if you really want to do, then you have to practice Kundalini yoga till all the chakras open, and then go to this particular courses with help of certain who are already in that. Or else, one more thing you can do if you're really interested is you can visit like Gangapur and all these temples, and you can ask the priest. Maybe he can also guide you.
Yeah.
Mm,
ठीक बहुत I guess it is your breath बहुत ज़्यादा आ रहा है
me?
You're
yeah
breathing too hard.
yeah too hard is it are you breathing or is it someone beside you breathing dude
I
इतना
don't think there is anyone beside me.
बहुत ज़्यादा आ रहा था I mean now we can't hear it but when
Yeah,
Pooja
we
was
can even
talking
count your breaths. 5 बार सांस लिया आपने.
अभी ये भी काउंट कर लिया कि कितना बार सांस लिया हे भगवान.
The main thing in learning the paranormal thing is you need to survive.
yeah
You need to learn surviving. उसके बाद
Honestly,
ही
the
आप
thing
आगे
is,
बढ़
the
सकते
people
हो.
who are too excited when they actually see ghosts, they just ran away. We have seen exactly this by one of our members who was so curious. He really wanted to get into paranormal stuff and all. His name was Himanshu. He explored a little bit. Then he actually managed to hit a jackpot where there was a, what was it? It was a resort, right? Something like
Yeah,
a resort
Airbnb
where
sort
they
of thing.
had to stay a night as a proxy guest, and then and then
Restless spirits.
actually, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Puja's
Anisha has
story
done
found on
some kind
internet.
of research.
Restless spirit often near cremation grounds. Yeah, it happens.
Oh wow.
अरे हिमांशु भैया was that character in horror movies जो explore करने में बहुत होता है ना यार ये यहाँ पे मुझे लग
And
रहा है कि
then when
घर
he
पे
saw
भूत
what he saw, now he doesn't even want to be involved in anything with paranormal. He doesn't come in the group only.
Exactly.
yeah but he was a person who wants to be like वो कैरेक्टर है हॉरर मूवीज में हु इज ऑलवेज क्यूरियस कि यार इस घर में भूत है लेकिन मैं जाके देखूंगा कि क्या सच में भूत है
Just till actually the ghost comes. After that, that character runs.
yeah the when you get the signs na get out and all that mirror पे and we like कि मैं नहीं जाऊंगा मैं देख कर रहूंगा भूत का सामना तो मैं ही करूंगा
अरे Balasai, he left the
अभी तो
call. Is
बहुत
it? I
ज्यादा
thought
मजे नहीं
Balasai
ले
gonna
रहे.
repeat a story again.
I think he just left.
Showan Jana also. Oh, shit. Showan, I guess he was a new guy and he also left.
Hmm.
We were expecting.
Yeah, I'm just curious कि क्या वो लोग अभी haunted places में allow करते हैं
Now it has
क्या चीज
become a
को?
tourism, right? Haunted thing is a tourism now. 1 second, we'll
What
come back
haunted?
here. Himanshu, you wanna go?
हेलो हेलो
Hello.
Hi, Manchu. Hi.
आवाज आ रही है मेरी
हाँ हाँ.
Ara.
ओके ओके एक्चुअली आई आल्सो विजिटेड दैट प्लेस लाइक गांगापुर वी सेड ना लाइक इन लास्ट स्टोरी
Hmm.
basically you know about like Dattatreya
Yes, yeah.
guys okay Dattatreya basically is like one of the god like
Yeah, we know.
Maharashtra yeah some Maharashtrians like many people like worship him like maybe कुछ लोगों ने देखा हुआ like he has like some three heads like Brahma तीन
Yes.
हेड है like yeah
Yes,
तीन
yes,
सर
yes, yes.
होते हैं and there is one small dog sitting beside him like that
Hmm.
हाँ तो बेसिकली दत्तात्रेय के बारे में आपको पता है कि लाइक मतलब क्यों उनको लोग वर्शिप करते वगैरह ऐसा कुछ
Not really.
ओके एक्चुअली बेसिकली दत्तात्रेय वो जो तंत्रा होता है ना तंत्रा वगैरह ये सब जो मैजिक होता है
Hmm.
वो सब आता था उनको ऐसे बोलते हैं तो महाराष्ट्र में बेसिकली क्या होता है ना जैसे ये बोलते हैं ना मतलब जैसे कोई बोलता है कि यार इसके अंदर कोई आत्मा चली गई इसलिए ऐसा अजीब सा बिहेव कर रहा है
Hmm.
ये सब चीज तो उनको ना लोग गंगापुर लेके जाने के लिए बोलते हैं और मैंने रियली में देखा था कि लाइक लोग लिटरली वहां पे जैसे औरतें होती है ना वो कंटिन्यूअसली हेड अपना मतलब हेड मारने मतलब ऐसे पीटने लगती है या फिर
Hmm.
अपने जो हेयर्स होते हैं वो ऐसे घुमाने लगती है बहुत ज्यादा ऐसा कुछ तो ये मैंने देखा है पर्सनली गांगापुर में और मेरा कल का ही इंसिडेंट बता रहा हूँ मैं बेसिकली जो दत्तात्रेय है उनको तो लाइक तंत्रा और इस सब चीजें के लिए वर्शिप करते हैं ठीक है आपको नवनाथ जानते हो आप लाइक किसी ने सुना है नवनाथ
Nine God. I mean, these now.
या यस यस तो एक्चुअली महाराष्ट्र में क्या है ना कि एक मतलब जैसे कुछ मूवमेंट्स आए थे ना लाइक इंडिया में लाइक तो उसमें एक वन ऑफ द मूवमेंट था भक्ति मूवमेंट करके तो उसमें जो भी स्टैंड्स हुए ना महाराष्ट्र में जैसे बहुत सारे स्टैंड्स हुए थे संत जो बोलते हैं अपने से तो हाँ तो उस टाइम पे उसी तरीके से लाइक उस टाइम पे एक महाराष्ट्र में एक संप्रदाय आया था उसको बोलते हैं नाथ संप्रदाय तो नाथ मतलब उसमें क्या थे 9% है ठीक है जो कि उन 9 लोग थे और 9 लोगों का अपना अलग अलग वो था लाइक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऐसे बोलते हैं ना उस तरीके का ऐसे कुछ और उन 9 लोगों की अपनी अपनी अलग अलग स्टोरीज है लाइक उनका बर्थ कैसे हुआ
Hmm.
लाइक ये सब चीजें कंटेन, ठीक है। तो आपने ये सुना है कभी लाइक गोरखपुर में कोई गया है गोरखनाथ टेम्पल में?
No, I mean I
नो,
haven't.
नोबडी। ओके। जो जो यूपी में गोरखनाथ मतलब गोरखपुर है ना, तो वहाँ पे गोरखनाथ टेम्पल है, जो अभी योगी आदित्यनाथ है ना,
Mm-hmm.
तो लोग मतलब योगी आदित्यनाथ बेसिकली उसी मंदिर का मतलब वो थे मठाधीश जो बोलते हैं ना,
Mm.
वो उसी टेम्पल में थे, गोरखनाथ टेम्पल में, ठीक है। तो वो जो टेम्पल है, वो जो 9 पर्सन है, नवनाथ बोलते हैं जिनको, उनमें से एक है, उनका नाम है गोरखनाथ, ठीक है। वो
Oh,
वहां पे,
okay.
यस, हाँ। और गोरखनाथ के भी सबसे जो मतलब बेसिकली उनमें एक ऐसा ये था, मतलब एक हायरार्की थी बेसिकली, गुरु शिष्य इस तरीके का कुछ, ठीक है। तो उसमें जो मेन गुरु थे ना सबके, जो नवनाथ थे, उसमें सबसे जो मेन है, जो कि हेड है सबके, लाइक उनको, उनका नाम है मत्स्येंद्र नाथ।
Okay.
मतलब किसी ने सुना है इनके बारे में, मत्स्येंद्र नाथ के बारे में?
I'm hearing all this for the first time. So yeah, please go on.
ओके, ओके। एक्चुअली हाँ, तो मैंने भी मतलब एक्चुअली मेरे को भी नहीं पता था कि ये मतलब, मैं जानता हूँ, मेरे घर में भी इनके बारे में पढ़ते वगैरह, पूजा पाठ वगैरह करते हैं इनका, ठीक है, महाराष्ट्र में। बट मेरे को इतनी डीपली नॉलेज नहीं था। बट मेरे को पता ही ऐसे चला कि मेरा एक फ्रेंड है जो कि इटली का है, ठीक है, इटालियन है वो।
Hmm.
तो वो बोल रहा था कि मैं भाई 10 सालों से, मैं 6-7 साल पहले मैं ना योगा करना स्टार्ट किया मैंने, ठीक है। तो उसका ना एक योगा इंस्ट्रक्टर था जो कि इंडिया से योगा सीख के गया था, ठीक है, इटली में। तो वो बोला कि मैं योगा सीखने लग गया, फिर मेरे को धीरे धीरे ना थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्ट आने लग गया कि भाई मतलब मैं योगा तो सीखा हूँ, देखता हूँ कि लाइक कहाँ से आया वगैरह, कल्चर वगैरह ये सब चीजें। तो उसने बोला कि मैंने ना कुछ बुक्स खरीदी इंडिया के बारे में, तो मैंने पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया। तो उसमें उसने बोला कि उसने एक योगा की बुक खरीदी थी, उसमें ना योगा मतलब डिफरेंट डिफरेंट योगासन मतलब थे उसमें, ठीक है।
Hmm.
और ऐसा था कि ये एक आसन दिया रहता था, और उस आसन के साथ उसका एकदम मतलब डीपली लाइक मतलब उस कैसे करना है वो भी, प्लस उसकी स्टोरी भी, उस आसन के बिहाइंड क्या है, क्या सब चीजें, मतलब थोड़ी सी ऐसी लाइक मतलब क्या बोलते हैं ना, मतलब बहुत सारा बहुत डीप में दिया गया था उसमें। तो उसने मेरे को फोटोज भेजी। तो उसने मेरे को बोला था कि वो बुक पढ़ रहा था, उसने मेरे को फोटोज भेजी थी। तो उसमें ना मत्स्येंद्र नाथ का वो था, मतलब जिक्र था उसमें। तो मैंने पढ़ा, तो मेरे को बाद में पता चला कि एक्चुअली वो हर आसन के साथ में एक स्टोरी दी रहती थी, मत्स्येंद्र नाथ वगैरह ऐसे कुछ, भगवान शिव पार्वती ये सब चीज ऐसी, मतलब थोड़ी सी माइथोलॉजिकल स्टोरीज भी थी हर आसन के साथ में। तो मैंने फिर मत्स्येंद्र नाथ के बारे में पढ़ा। तो मेरे को बाद में मतलब मेरे को एक स्टोरी मैं बताता हूँ अभी, पता नहीं आप लोग को पता ही नहीं पता। बेसिकली ऐसा बोलते हैं, जो योगा है वो बेसिकली वो शिवा ने लाइक मतलब महादेव ने क्रिएट किया, ऐसे बोलते हैं। मतलब ऐसा बोला जाता है कि जब शिव पार्वती मतलब जब वो जो महादेव थे वो क्या पार्वती को योगा का ज्ञान दे रहे थे, ठीक है, मतलब ऐसी स्टोरी है। वो समुन्द्र में ज्ञान दे रहे थे, मतलब उनको बता रहे थे स्टोरी, ठीक है। तो ऐसे बोलते हैं जो मत्स्येंद्र नाथ थे ना, वो उन मतलब जो वो मतलब छोटे बच्चे थे, उनको किसी ने ना नदी में फेंक दिया, ठीक है। तो ऐसे बोलते हैं कि किसी मछली ने उनको खा लिया। वो मछली सीधा समुन्द्र में नीचे चली गई, और वहां पे महादेव पार्वती को वो ज्ञान दे रहे थे, ठीक है, उसका लाइक स्टोरीज बता रहे थे, योगा के आसन बता रहे थे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट। तो उन्होंने बोलते कि उस मछली के अंदर रह के छुपके से वो पूरा ज्ञान सुन लिया मत्स्येंद्र नाथ ने, ठीक है। तो उस उन्होंने वहां पे योगा और तंत्र ये सब उनसे सीख लिया छुपके से, और फिर वो ऊपर आए ऐसे कुछ। और वो उसी मछली के कारण ऐसे बोलते हैं, उनका नाम मत्स्येंद्र नाथ पड़ा, मतलब मत्स्येंद्र मतलब मत्स्य मीन्स मछली, ऐसे कुछ। तो हाँ, तो ऐसे बोलते हैं कि मत्स्येंद्र नाथ है, मतलब अभी भी आप कोई भी मतलब विकिपीडिया पे आप सर्च करना मत्स्येंद्र नाथ करके।
Yeah,
ये
that's what
लाइक
I'm doing
हाँ
right
ये
now.
हाँ ये लाइक 10th सेंचुरी में या 11th सेंचुरी में ये थे, ठीक है। तो इन्होंने ये जो योगा, और योगा कौन सा, वो भी जो हार्ट वाला जो बोलते हैं ना, हार्ट योगा जो बोलते हैं, मतलब कोई भी लाइक जैसे आपने देखा होगा कि कुंभ वगैरह में कुछ लोग ऐसे हाथ खड़े करके बैठ जाते हैं बहुत देर तक, मतलब ऐसे कोई फिजिकली वो करके लाइक मतलब उस सिद्धि की प्राप्ति करना। तो ऐसे बोलते हैं कि मुझे मत्स्येंद्र नाथ थे, उनको तंत्र आता था, योगा आता था, और जो सिद्धि बोलते हैं ना, वो सब भी उनको बहुत सारी प्राप्ति ऐसे कुछ बोलते हैं। और जो ये गोरखनाथ है, जो कि गोरखपुर में टेम्पल है, वो मत्स्येंद्र नाथ के शिष्य है, ठीक है। तो जो ये पूरा ज्ञान था योगा का, ये जो फिर ये प्रचार और प्रसार ये जब करने का काम, ऐसे बोलते हैं गोरखनाथ ने किया फिर बाद में, ऐसा कुछ है। तो और हाँ, और ये लोग जी जितने नवनाथ है ना, ये सब उनको मानते हैं, जो दत्तात्रेय है ना।
ओके,
क्योंकि
हाँ।
हाँ, और ये सब जो नवनाथी ये बोलते कि जो दत्तात्रेय को अपना गुरु मानते थे, जो कि उनको तंत्र में महारत हासिल थी, ऐसा कुछ। तो इसीलिए ये लोग जो होते हैं ना, मतलब किसी के अंदर कुछ हो जाता है, ऐसे कुछ भी चीजें हो जाती है, तो वो फिर उधर चले जाते हैं गानगापुर में, जो कि गानगापुर में दत्तात्रेय का मेन टेम्पल है, ऐसे कुछ, ठीक है। और मेरा कल का ही एक्सपीरियंस मैं बताता हूँ। मेरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जो एक नवनाथ है ना, उसमें से एक जो मतलब एक कानीसनाथ करके कोई है, मतलब महाराष्ट्र में, मतलब मेरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में अहमदनगर में एक टेम्पल है, मतलब नवनाथ में से एक है उनका, ठीक है। तो मैं उनके वहां पे गया था, तो मैंने मतलब लिटरली देखा कि वहां पे एक लड़की थी, और लाइक शी वाज लाइक, जैसे मतलब जैसे होता है ना, उसने दोनों हाथ ऐसे ऊपर कर रखे ना, वो रोटेट कर रही थी ऐसे बहुत जोर जोर से, ठीक है। और मैं वहां पे गया, एंट्री किया टेम्पल में, हम लोग 1 घंटे थे लगभग उस टेम्पल में। और वो शी वाज लाइक कंटिन्यूअसली रोटेट कर रही थी, वो कंटिन्यूअसली, लाइक मुझे लगता है कि वो 1 डेढ़ घंटे तक वो कंटिन्यूअसली रोटेट ही कर रही थी आप। और पता नहीं वो सही में मतलब क्या हो गया था उसको, कंटिन्यूअसली करे जा रही है, करे जा रही है, करे जा रही है मतलब। और मैं वेट कर रहा था कि भाई अब ये रुकेगी, अब रुकेगी। और बहुत सारे लोग वहां पे ऐसे बैठे हुए थे, जो कि एकदम शांत बैठे हैं, कोई चिल्ला रहा है। और वहां पे ना आरती स्टार्ट हो गई मंदिर में, मतलब। तो आरती जैसी स्टार्ट हो गई ना, लोग चिल्लाने लग गए बड़े बड़े आवाज में, मतलब जो ऐसा लग रहा था कि उनको किसी ने उपदेश किया है इस तरीके से। और मेरी मम्मी बता रही थी कि वो लोग पीछे बैठे थे, वहां पे भी एक लेडी ना ऐसे बैठी हुई थी शांत एकदम, ठीक है। और वो कुछ बड़बड़ बड़बड़ किए जा रही थी। तो हुआ क्या ना, लाइक वहां पे ना वो आरती करने के बाद में ना भस्म देते हैं, मतलब होता है ना जो जलने के बाद हवन करते हैं। हाँ, तो ना वहां पे भस्म लिया, तो वो लोग ना भस्म लेके सर पे लगाते हैं, तो जिनकी ऐसी कुछ चीजें हो गई थी। अब हुआ क्या ना, उसके मतलब उस लेडी के कोई हस्बैंड ने कोई तो वो भस्म लेके आया वहां पे, ठीक है। अब वो ना उस औरत को लगाने लग गया। फिर वो पता है, वो ना वो जो लेडी थी वो एक्ट करने लग गई ऐसे कि मेरे ना बॉडी पेन कर रही है, मेरे को मत लगाओ अभी, मेरे ना गर्दन दर्द कर रही है, मत लगाओ अभी, मेरा सर दर्द कर रहा है, ऐसे कुछ भी करने लग गई वो। और फिर वहां पे साइड में कोई और एक लेडी खड़ी थी, बोली कुछ नहीं हो रहा है इसको, इसके ना इसके मुंह में डाल दो ऐसे सीधा, लाइक तो खिला दो सीधा ऐसे फोर्सफुली। और वो ना फिर उसके लाइक उन्होंने ऐसे फोर्सफुली ना उसको ऐसे खिलाने लग गए, तो वो ना लिटरली उसने हाथ ऐसे पकड़ा, और वो ना ऐसे पीछे गिर गई, मतलब बैठे बैठे होता है ना, लाइक ऐसे पीछे गिर गई, तो उसने लगाने नहीं दिया ऐसे कुछ उस लेडी ने। तो इन्होंने उसको वो गिरने के बाद जबरदस्ती उसके सर पे लगाया, और शी वाज लाइक ऐसे होता है ना कि तेल में जीरा डालने के बाद वो कैसे होता है ना, ऐसे वैसे करने लगी वो एकदम रैंडमली। वैसा देखा मैंने, मतलब लिटरली वहां पे लोग क्या करते हैं ना, मतलब वहां पे मंदिर है, वहां पे लोग जैसे जिनको ऐसे जो भी इश्यूज हुए हैं ना, वो लोग वहां पे आते हैं। वहां पे वो लोग वो 1 1 महीना, मतलब जिसको जब तक वो प्रॉब्लम है तब तक वो रहते हैं वहां पे टेम्पल में ऐसा।
सो नाउ सो उसके बाद वो ठीक हो गई वो औरत, वॉशी?
नहीं नहीं, वो एकदम शांत बैठी, मतलब वो मतलब कंटिन्यू, मतलब वो लगाने के बाद ना वो पड़ी रही, लाइक काइंड ऑफ ऐसा होता है ना कि बेहोश हो गई, ऐसा कुछ, ऐसा कुछ। और वो जो एक लड़की का बता रहा था, उसकी एज मैक्स 20 22 23 होगी। वो तो कंटिन्यूअसली हैंड रोटेट कर रही थी, कंटिन्यूअसली भाई, वो रुक ही नहीं रही थी। मुझे लगता है मेरे सामने से कम से कम 1 आवर वो हैंड रोटेट कर रही थी अपना,
So
बहुत
you
जोर
did
जोर से।
not stay back to see the entire process of exorcism, what was happening there?
लाइक मतलब एक्चुअली मतलब मतलब क्या है ना कि बोल नहीं सकते लाइक हो क्या रहा है, लाइक जब अपन खुद की आंखों से देखोगे ना, लोग ऐसे लगता है बस, मतलब जैसे मैं ऑडी ऑडी मतलब आपको ऐसे बता रहा हूँ, तो आपको लगेगा कुछ नहीं यार, वो तो एक्ट कर रहे होंगे, एक्टिंग चल रही होगी, ऐसे कुछ। बट लाइक इफ यू सी इन पर्सन ना, तो आपको लगेगा इन इन लोगों के साथ कुछ तो हुआ है, लाइक समथिंग इज रॉन्ग विद देम, लाइक ऐसे कुछ। क्योंकि कंटिन्यूसली नहीं कर सकता कोई, लाइक मतलब, या कोई कंटिन्यूसली चिल्ला रहा है, कंटिन्यूसली हाथ हिला रहा है, वो भी कंटिन्यूसली कंटिन्यूसली सर पर डग रहा है। तो
Yeah.
पता नहीं उनको उसमें क्या, लाइक वो फेक करके उनको क्या मजा आएगा, मुझे तो नहीं लगता। बस समथिंग कुछ तो है, लाइक जो उनको ड्राइव कर रहा है, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, कुछ तो है ऐसा, मतलब मैंने खुद फील किया कल।
Uh,
Yes. कल रात की बात है, लाइक मैं 11 बजे आया वहां से।
oh,
तो मतलब ये
you've seen that entire thing कल रात पूरा बैठ के देखा कुछ?
यस यस यस, हाँ
डर नहीं
हाँ,
लगा
मैं
था क्या? You did not get scared?
एक्चुअली मैं फैमिली के साथ था वहाँ पे, लाइक उस मंदिर में गए थे हम लोग। और मैं वहां से उस मंदिर से ही आया हूँ, लाइक कल रात में 11 बजे आया हूँ मैं। ये सब मैं कल रात की स्टोरी, ये फ्रेश स्टोरीज है कल की।
What a coincidence.
या और लाइक आप लोग ना मतलब उनके बारे में पढ़ सकते हो, लाइक आप ना जो नवनाथ बताया था ना मैंने,
हम्म।
उनके बारे में पढ़ना आप, लाइक मत्स्येंद्र नाथ, और ये उनके जो मतलब टोटल 9 लोग हैं, बट जो मेन है ना वो मत्स्येंद्र नाथ है, और उनके शिष्य है वो गोरखनाथ जो गोरखपुर के है। इनका लाइक मैंने पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया था, वो इतना डीप है, मतलब सर के ऊपर से जाता है, लाइक लिटरली मतलब क्या क्या चीजें बताई है उसमें, योगा तंत्र ये वो। और एक चीज देखी है, मेरे एक भाई ने बताया। मैं उस टेम्पल में गया था ना, वहां पे मुस्लिम लोग भी बैठे थे, ठीक है, मुस्लिम लोग भी बैठे थे वहां पे। तो हुआ क्या कि मेरे भाई ने बताया कि ये जो मुस्लिम लोग है ना, एक्चुअली वो तो हिंदू थे, ठीक है। उनके जो मंत्र थे ना वो संस्कृत है, मतलब जो तंत्रा करते हैं ना वो लोग, जो भी मंत्रोच्चार करते हैं, तो संस्कृत है। तो वो बोलते हैं कि ये जो मंत्र है ना ये मुस्लिम लोगों ने भी सीख लिए, कुछ लोगों ने। तो वो लोग भी पता है क्या करते हैं, वो भी आते हैं उस मंदिर में। वो लोग
Oh,
क्या करते हैं, संस्कृत प्लस हिंदी ऐसे मिक्स मिक्स कुछ मंत्रोच्चार करते हैं, ऐसे कुछ करते हैं वो लोग। ये भी चीज है यहाँ पे।
super man. Thank you for that law history and thank you for letting us know. Learned a lot.
यस, ओके।
But I haven't heard of Deek. Have you heard of these things? This is the first time I'm hearing about these things.
Yeah, actually, most of this I've heard of this, all Nath
Oh,
Dwara and all.
okay, okay.
It's
मुझे
pretty
कभी
famous around here. Like North में बहुत ज़्यादा, because
no.
ये North का पंथ था ना एक, वो बहुत ज़्यादा चलने वाला।
Yeah.
And like West में भी बहुत सारा इसका influence था।
But as you're saying, right? I mean, if you remember, like most of these possessed people are mostly women. Mostly all these possessed to these places. Like if you consider this Gangapur Mandir
See,
or that.
I don't wanna completely sound sexist, but you see what happened with our favorite guy Himanshu, right?
No, see what I'm trying to say. I guess it was you. Someone gave a logical explanation for that because I guess it was you who said there is lot of oppression in these places, like in Rajasthan and other
Oh,
places.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah,
because of
yeah.
Yeah.
which,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because of that, they have to they in order to come out of that operation, right? They get these kind of uh, position sort of thing.
Also, there, see, the thing is in even astrology and in Shastras,
Hmm.
the thing is, woman body is not clean throughout the month. It gets cleansed every menstrual cycle, right?
Hmm.
So there are times when it's more vulnerable in terms of, uh, let's just say the maybe spiritually it is more vulnerable.
Okay. So okay, that
Also, like in a lot of granthas, it's said that some specific astrological signs or like astrological values of some specific people born on specific
Uh,
dates or months are more vulnerable to these kind of things. And when you add two of these up, like a woman who is already vulnerable due to her astrological sign, and then again due to her cycle of the month, then it becomes like very susceptible. Also, sorry
I
to
guess
exactly sound very sexist, but you see what happened with our Himanshu, and he completely stopped going into those places. For some
exactly.
reason, I don't see many women doing that. They just will go again.
it might be, but there is a story like I listened this from one of my villager. Okay, this is not story which someone said, but in my village, see, every village has this black magic and stuff, right?
Hmm.
So in my village, most of the women, if you see, they get tantra easily compared to men. They
Hmm.
learn
That is
tantra
also true.
easily compared to men. And women, the menstrual cycle, actually what happens is, if in olden days, if you do black magic, and you have listened, right, like bada ठाकुर ने एक normal सी लड़की से शादी कर ली. See, it is not like always, like if it in villages you go, you know
No,
what
there
they
was
does.
big operation happening. Yeah, that was there in.
Yeah. Usually, they say that whatever the period blood they get collected, and they do the tantra on it, and they give it to
Ritu,
the
we have a
person.
person who said this. Where is Ritu? She left. She said something
Yes,
similar, very similar about
yes,
this.
they do it. It is one part of the tantra. And one more thing, women get more possessed because it depends upon their rashi and their nakshatra. If you see people who have the higher level of rashi and nakshatra, like it may be Dhanush, it may be Leo, it may be the other rashis like stronger
It's
ones.
not. I would say it's not that like that much
No, it depends.
generalized.
It is
स्पेसिफिकली
generalized.
बहुत ज्यादा एस्ट्रोलॉजिकली बहुत स्पेसिफिक होता है, कुंडली बेस्ड में तुम्हारा क्या होता है,
कुंडली
मंगल
बेस्ड
कहाँ
होता
है,
है
शुक्र कहाँ
बट
है, उसमें एकदम स्पेसिफिक होके इट डज मैटर.
हाँ इट डजेंट मैटर बट जब मैंने इसके बारे में पढ़ा था ना तो हम हमारे जो भी टाइम एंड डेट ऑफ बर्थ जब कुंडली मैच करते हैं ना दे आस्क अस द टाइम and which date morning or evening they do ask these things. So when they prepare the kundali it depends upon where are the like they said that where are the planets and that decides what exactly you're going. It is not that what is your life exactly how you're going to face the challenges. Simple. Like some people are stronger in facing the challenges, some people learn over time, some people don't face it and run away.
I
So these
agree.
depend upon that. They say it, but ideally, like if you see most of the people who are with Leo, most of the people who are with Dhanush, and most of the people who are with Tula, and if such type of heavy rashis, they don't get easily manipulated, nor they don't get into more this particular stuff, and they have always like they'll be in stronger in rashis. They'll be stronger towards this negative energy. They don't attract too much of negative energy. But when you see mean rashi and when you see the Thula rashi, these type of things, like they have some particular days, not always, they have some particular days, they have some particular time where their time is very low. That time if something happens like this, like if they go to some place where it is then it is highly likely possible that this can happen. It is not, and yeah, women gets attracted towards things very easily compared to men. That is one of the psychology also to get attracted towards ghost more compared to men. Yeah, because men usually what happens if some normal ideology of men is if you have a problem, please don't go into it, get back. But women, if you have a problem, please face it. If you don't fall in the problem, someone will take it. It is ideal mentality: face it or fall it. But men rationalize it. It is from before, not from now. It is because of mentality what women are living in this which society there.
Could be.
Yeah, I'd like to add something. So जैसा कि लाइक सुरेश ने बोला था ना कि लाइक वुमेन को ही ज्यादातर लाइक ऐसा पोजीशन होता है, तो लाइक मेरे गांव के साइड भी ऐसा हुआ है, क्योंकि वो लेडीज है ना, उसको कुछ किसी ने पकड़ लिया, ऐसे वो हल्ला करेगी, बाल वाल खोल के ऐसे डांस करने लगती थी, ठीक है। तो एक बार ये फनी इंसिडेंट है, ऐसा लाइक नॉर्मल बता रहा हूँ। तो उसमें क्या हुआ, उसको तांत्रिक के पास ले जाया गया, ठीक है। और उस तांत्रिक ने उसे लाइक रूम में ले गया, और वो जो नारियल वाला झाड़ू होता है ना, उससे बहुत मारा, बहुत मारा। उसके बाद उसको बोला कि आज के बाद आएगा, तो लेडीज बोली नहीं नहीं आएगा, फिर शांत हो गई। तो ऐसा भी होता है कि कभी कभी लाइक आपने बोला कि ऑपरेशन होता है ना लेडीज के ऊपर ज्यादा, तो उस वजह से भी कोई कोई लेडीज ऐसा करती है।
Then
ये
actually there is a actual not in West there is an actual exorcism method where they beat the person so that the ghost feels scared and runs away. तो ऐसा
But
है even in the West, not just saying in the East.
no,
So
but
ऐसा
as
एक
far
है तो सही.
sorry to interrupt, but as far as I've heard, there is no exorcism in we don't have an exorcism kind of a ritual in Indian mythology or Hinduism. Like Christianity has exorcism where they actually remove ghosts out of human body, and so does Islamic. But as far as I was told or I was known, we don't have any ritual as sort. We do pujas, but we don't really do. We take help of, we do pujas to ask like we more of like we ask God to help us in removing that ghost from the body, but we don't have a ritual where we go sprinkle some holy water
There
or
are
sprinkle
टू
certain
थ्री एक्चुअली। एक तो देखो ये है जो ये एक ये होता है ना, क्या बोलते हैं ये, हनुमान ये हनुमान जी का क्या नाम था, बजरंग बाण या क्या, इट इज वेरी मच मोर ऑन, इट्स नॉट जस्ट गोस्ट बट इट्स ऑन वेरी स्पेसिफिक, कुछ तुम्हें करवाना हो तो वो करते हैं। एंड देन देर इज वन विच इज वेरी वेरी लाइक एंशियंट, ये कुछ ये जो सत्यनारायण पूजा, इफ यू हैव हर्ड,
yeah we
वो
do it
जिस ग्रंथ से
yeah
होता है ना, जो ग्रंथ होता है जिससे वो होता है, द ग्रंथ रीडिंग, दैट ग्रंथ इज लाइक द मोस्ट पावरफुल exorcism in our whole writing of any grantha or any scriptures, but it is the hardest to perform क्योंकि you have to do it in once. it सत्यनारायण
In
पूजा रुकता नहीं है बीच में, you know right, it just वो पूरा एक बार में पढ़ते हैं, it doesn't
in
stop in between.
India, exorcism exists and it is called as in Sanskrit Bhuta Prasana.
नहीं वो तो होता है, बट आई एम जस्ट सेइंग दीज आर द टू स्पेसिफिक इंस्टेंसेस जो मतलब इन चीजों का यूज होता है। एक तो
Yeah,
बजरंग
we
बाण
do
इज वेरी
perform.
फेमस, बट बजरंग बाण इज लाइक फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। एंड सेकेंडली ये जो जो ग्रंथ होता है उसका नाम मुझे याद नहीं है,
Skand
बट
Purana.
दैट ग्रंथ, हाँ?
Skand Purana, I've just looked it up.
नहीं नहीं, स्कंद पुराण तो ये कार्तिकेय वाला है। ये
अबे,
सत्यनारायण पूजा के लिए तो इसका ये क्या नाम है, गजेंद्र स्तुति पढ़ते हैं।
रुक
उसका
दिखाता हूँ।
ग्रंथ जो होता है उसका कुछ नाम था, न न कुछ न था उसमें, तो वो उसका
देख पढ़ ले। Satyanarayana Vratam Katha, which forms the basis of the Satyanarayana Puja, is found in Skand Purana, Hindu picture, specifically in the section called Itihasa Saumukaya.
समुच्चय ना, ये
Samuchaya.
इतिहास समुच्चय आई हैव हर्ड, लेकिन स्कंद पुराण इसका एक भाग क्या बोलता है, विष्णु पुराण में होना चाहिए था, आई डोंट नो
I thought
व्हाई।
Skanda Purana is known for this Tantra, right?
कार्तिकेय एंड अ लॉट मोर लाइक अ लॉट मोर इनटू रामा एंड कार्तिकेय, बट शिव का और उसका ज्यादा है। बट गजेंद्र स्तुति किसमें है चेक करना, गजेंद्र स्तुति, क्योंकि गजेंद्र स्तुति इज द वो सत्यनारायण में जो फोटो भी डालते हैं ना, वो उसी का होता है, वो गजेंद्र स्तुति।
Is from which Skand? Is from which Purana is it?
पता नहीं मिलेगा कि नहीं।
Bhagavad Purana.
भगवत पुराना, राइट?
Bhagavad Purana, yeah.
भगवत पुराना और विष्णु पुराना, इनमें से एक ये जो गजेंद्र स्तुति जिसमें है ना, उसका स्पेसिफिक जो ये होता है ना जो पार्ट, वो एक बार में पढ़ा जाता है। दैट इज द बिगेस्ट एक्सॉर्सिज्म इन आवर लाइक हमारे जो उसमें, लेकिन इट इज द हार्डेस्ट बिकॉज इसको एक बार में करना होता है। इमेजिन फॉर 6 hours यू आर इन फ्रंट ऑफ गोस्ट और 4 hours यू हैव टू रीड इट कंटिन्यूअसली, कांट स्टॉप।
Oh, what Pooja? You're saying something. What is it called? Bhutha. Did she leave? What did she say? Bhutha something.
Just search exorcism in Hindu scripture or mythology.
She said Bhuta Prasanna, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Hindu mythology. Hinduism.
For some reason हमारे वाले हिस्ट्री को mythology क्यों बोलते हैं? It's a West propaganda, right?
Yeah, so it's a belief
To make
इसकी
it
कोई
seem
scientific proof नहीं है.
scientific proof.
किसी का भी scientific
I'm gonna
Jesus
say some things which gonna hurt very bad.
Exorcism भी तो उसी में आता होगा ना.
At least
Mythology में.
realistic locations तो है हमारे पास.
Grantha Purana, Garuda Purana, Bhagavad Gita. Pooja is back. Pooja, you're saying something. You said what was it? Bhuta. What is it? Did she leave again? She just joined. Yeah.
You know, in
It's called as
Valmiki.
Bhuta Prayana or something. I think it is in Sanskrit. It is called as removing the ghost or something like that. You just type in exorcism word in Sanskrit.
We tried.
That's what we were trying.
That's.
And about proof, you know, there's this recent study that found out, I don't know how recent, but a study found out that the flora and fauna explained in Valmiki Ramayana with the 1300 or some species of plants and animals was completely accurate based on the description जो अयोध्या से south till you go to the Ram Setu. Even today, 1300 actual they found exact flora and fauna, and there was more which they could not found, probably because they were lost in the time, like plants and animal species.
There's no word. Okay, there is a word which says Bhuta Prasanna, but yeah, Prasarana, Prasaran, Bhuta
And
Prasaran.
driving away of ghost. Okay.
But what is that Purana which talks about all this Tantra and Mantra? Is it Skanda Purana, is it?
There are a lot, not like one, only one. Skanda Purana is more about Shiva and Kartikeya and its bond and significance, and more into that. Bhagavad
I
Purana is
believe
more about Vishnu and all this. I believe it should be some other. One of
ideally
the top eight. Huh? What?
there are no books that specify uh, tantras with maybe they can specify the rituals what they do, but no
Ah,
thing specifies mantras
actually,
in
do.
particular black magic.
Yeah, they do. This Shakti Purana. Uh,
Itself.
in a lot of this, them are there in.
Scripture, SCRI.
Yeah. So the thing is, in Shakti Purana, there are deities, which I'm not gonna name because, as you know, I am not gonna name any deity. But there are different deities. I believe 9 different matas. Each of them have very specific powers, which are used in these rituals.
There was something which was
Shaktism
referred.
was, huh?
No, in one of the movies, I don't know if there's some Telugu guy here. There was a movie called a couple of years back. I don't Virupaksha. In that,
Okay.
they talk about some scripture. I don't know, is it a Veda or is it a Purana? Or
Yeah.
they
What
say
they tell?
they say that these things are actually these rituals or tantras and mantras are actually part of that Veda or that Purana. I don't remember which one of those.
See, the Shaktism, no, the Shakti sect was a lot into these kind of things. So the Shakti Purana is one of the most like used in those terms.
How many scriptures do we have? Vedas, Puranas, and what else?
Upanishad.
Upanishads.
And the
I
Puranas are
don't.
also the main 8 Puranas, and then there are many.
I found in which Vedas? I guess it is Vedas. And let's see
No, no.
Vedas.
In Vedas, you might find in Atharva some of the part.
Atharva, yeah, Atharva
Yeah,
Veda.
some part in Atharva Veda only. But Vedas are more in not like Vedas are not definitions; they are just descriptions. For definition, you have to go into Purana.
Okay.
They will describe some things. Like if we go in the Vedas, the earliest mention of any god, anything is Agni, because everything starts with Agni in our like Anglo-Vedic uh, rituals. That's
Hmm.
why. If anyone who follows Anglo-Vedic rituals, they will start everything with Agni or like Havan and all, because our the earliest mention of any god is Agni.
Okay.
In that way, like Vedas are more like a description, not a definition of things. It describes some things, it does not define what and how to use it.
Okay, so since we're already closing to we're almost
12, we
close
are
to
almost
12
12.
p.m. We have got a new person here, Suhan S. Shetty. Hello, Suhan. Sushan. Sorry, Sushan.
Yeah, I'm Sushant.
Hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, Sushan. Do you have any
You're
story to share?
outside this late.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in metro actually. I'm at MG Road. I'm heading back home from MG Road.
Bangalore metro stops at 11:50, right? This is the last
Yeah,
metro
11.
probably.
Yeah,
It starts at the last
11:25.
metro.
11:25 is the last metro. So I'm actually heading in that last metro.
Yeah, because I was there till last year, half of last year, and I had a lot of times I had to catch this metro, the last one, second last one.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
do
last
you
time
have
I
any
called
story to
this.
share? Oh, so you've been to this session earlier.
No, no, no. Like this session, not really. So I'm just trying to understand how this is working. So I was there for a meetup event. So there was a this is a virtual event, right? So we had a
Yeah.
in person event also. So I came for that event, and then parallelly I thought I had
Oh,
joined
you
this
wanted
also.
to join another event, so you're looking.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
So
So we
I was
generally
just
tell
talking.
stories here.
We share
Okay.
experiences, stories, and that's what general discussions like this.
That time when I came, I was hearing little bit of Pooja's stories, some things he was
Y-
describing,
Yeah.
and then I left. Yeah, then I
Hmm.
came back. So if you want a horror story, uh, which is actually a real incident which has happened, if I want to tell, uh, I really don't know how it actually worked out, but this is truly genuine. So we used to have,
One second, one second.
uh,
Sorry, 1 second. Deek, let's go on mute. Let him speak continuously so there's no disturbance from our side.
yeah. Yeah. So the thing is, I had in my childhood when I was child. Um, I don't know what you call for this. You have chicken, right? In chicken, there is something called farm chicken and nati chicken. Okay. So there is something called in the same way nati egg. Egg is nati. So there was a person who used to give us nati egg every Sunday. He used to come and give us a dozen of egg for ever since I was born, like maybe for 2 3 years like that. But after some 4 5 years, what happened? He stopped coming.
Sushant,
So
Sushant,
then later, yeah,
Sush, uh, we lost you.
After he told he has stopped,
Yeah,
the neighbor thought like, let me just end here.
You know what? I was thinking all this while I'll ask his network operator, how can he get network in metro? Underground.
underground pe where?
Bangalore
Probably
metro. Half
he's
of the
using the
metro is
Wi-Fi of the
underground.
metro stations where you have the Wi-Fi, right? The temporary Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but ऐसे connect disconnect होते रहते like it's I never had good working network there in metro. Generally MG road तरफ
okay,
जाके
can you
अगर
hear me
तुम्हारे
now?
most yeah we can hear you. Yeah,
Yes,
please
yes,
continue.
yes.
Okay,
You
so
said
I
you
was,
okay.
yeah, what did I say? Where did I stop?
You said you stopped. That guy stopped giving you for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, after a point of time, like after 2 3 4 years like that, at one point he stopped coming. So we really did not realize why did he stop coming. And after some months or so, his wife turns up and she comes and starts giving the eggs because we were a very long-term customer of them. Okay. And then we were literally shocked, like, what happened to him? Then we come to know he's dead. Like, how did he die? Black magic. And what black magic it was is a really interesting story. So, what has happened is basically he and his brother and all those people, family members, so they need to distribute the property, right? So when they were distributing the property, so this person was supposed to get a particular amount of property, and his relative, means his brother, has done what do you call that? A black magic on this guy, okay, on this person who was giving us eggs. So what black magic he has done is basically they have taken some hair of this guy and taken some doll and tried to put that particular hair inside the doll and try to disturb that and all that. And then he actually the place where he died was near washroom. So he went to toilet and he was having a continual sort of decency thing like that, and then he died. And this was completely by that kind of spirit things what they have done, and this was the result. So this is one real story which I know.
But how did they come to know that it was through black magic? Did someone? How did his wife got to know that?
Yeah, because like they were living in a kind of joint family.
Okay.
They were living in a joint family thing. So that is when she came to know that they also had they have taken his hair and some 2 3 things they have taken, not just
Yeah.
his hair. They have taken 2 3 samples, and but I really don't know how this practically works. But if you guys are, since you were asking of some real stories, I have said this. But other than that, I have also had some guts of actually trying how this spirit comes really work, or like that Uno and all those things, right? With a coin, you do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually during my engineering at the same, I've actually tried of doing it, but I heard it is extremely dangerous. That it is easy to bring the spirit, but once you bring the spirit, it's your responsibility to send back the spirit. So if you don't send it back, you are in a hell literally. So that is one thing which I actually know, and I don't. And one more opinion I have, maybe people who know this can clarify. So basically, if somebody, like for example, let's take some name. Let's consider Heyman. Now Heyman's father is good to him.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
he's a very good person. He loves Hemant and everything. So now, when it comes to the spirit, right, he will be entire dead opposite. So that is what I heard from a lot of people, that when you do this, when you call a spirit back, if they are evil to you in real life, they will be nice to you in the spirit form.
Oh.
So this is one more thing I know, and I just, if somebody has better clarity of this, you can definitely say. But this is some information which because I am not said who I am. So basically, my name is Sushan. I'm a content creator, and I do podcasts, celebrity interviews, and all that. So I have a huge network of people actually. So that's why I hear a lot of different stories. But I am a guy who is a little bit horrified of horror stories, to be very frank with you. But now I have a little gut. Now I have a little. I don't know how the Saturday night guy is offing his light and sitting and hearing the horror stories. He might have a lot of guts. If not, I would have thought, bro, backside of your head there is a red light coming. If you can see, I would be just afraid of that red light that somebody is there. So that would have been the state of my mind, to be very particular. But now somehow age has passed on, and I've gathered some sort of spirit that, I mean, human spirit is much stronger than any evil spirit, because nowadays when I head to MG Road right now, I'm fractured. You can see that.
Oh
But
shit.
before, yeah, before when I used to head to MG Road, I used to not travel by metro. I used to only come by my own electric vehicle, and I used to come back around 2:30 a.m. literally. So on Saturday, Sunday. So for me, it's like people had also said me, at night when you are on roads, these ghosts will walk in the road. It seems.
On
So
MG
these were
Road.
the stories. No, bro, I'm literally general road, not MJ road. So boastful. So this was what fed to me when I was a little child.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I'm trying to tell now is basically, now I literally come at 2:30 in the midnight. So that time my mom was like, "You are coming at the time when ghost is traveling on the road." Like, I did not find any ghost. So that is the story from my end, bro.
Great,
Let
man.
me know if you have any questions here. Finally, my stop of Vijayanagar has come, so you will have full network now.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, Deep,
tell
you're
me.
saying. No, Deep,
no,
please
I
go.
was just saying yeah. Pele, let I should talk. She raised her
Yeah,
hand.
I see. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if we are out of time, I just have a small story to share. I don't know if
Sure.
it,
is exactly very scary or not.
Sure, sure, no problem, no problem. I mean, I
So,
just wanted to. Yeah, I'll continue later on. Okay, please go ahead.
okay.
Yeah.
So there was this lady. So the story is from my grandma. There
Okay.
was this lady who used to live near our house, and I don't know. Do you guys believe in people who can talk to spirits or demons?
Yeah, I mean, those are
Yeah,
psychics,
that's
right?
what we were
Yeah.
speaking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
psychic
Yeah.
sort
So
of. Yeah.
she had some kind of psychic powers, and she I don't know. Claimed that she can talk to spirits. So a lot of people used to come to her with their problems, and she would provide them solutions like do this, put this on the charaha, or things like that. And one day, she started telling people that someone is going to come and take her. And she was telling this to everyone. She told this to my grandma also, that he's coming for me, and he'll take me. And she was perfectly fine, perfectly healthy, nothing was wrong with her. So people thought it was just a hallucination and nothing is going to actually happen. And the very next day, she died from an electric shock in her own bathroom.
My God.
I mean, it can be a complete coincidence also, but yeah, this is what happened.
I mean, I've heard this
yeah.
thing from many people saying that at least elderly
Hmm.
people can actually foresee their death. They keep telling, like, I've heard it from, not at least from my, I haven't experienced it personally from any of my relatives, but I've heard stories from other people saying that their grandfathers or their relatives or their parents, they actually could see that they could foretell that when are they going to die, and there's someone coming to take them. And I guess there was someone who was selling that there was this lady who was actually telling the person, like, यमराज और जो भी आता है, like they say, right, यमराज जाके लेके चला
Yeah.
जाता है हमारा spirit को. She was kind of talking to that person saying that, see, I'm not going to come now, I've got something going on in my house, come back after these many days and you can take me. So they can actually communicate. I don't know how much of it is true, but I've heard many such
I've
stories.
also heard this
Yeah,
actually.
but she was not old. She was in her mid 50s or something.
Oh, wow.
Also,
Bro,
this
if
story is
this
pretty
is
common to Gaurav Tiwari, right? He died in washroom suddenly. He was going for a bath.
Coincidence, what Sushant has said, his the egg vendor also died in bathroom. Why?
Ghost.
Why these
Why
many
is
yeah,
this?
coincidences?
no.
Why is this
See
ghost
the
so creepy?
Yeah.
Even I
yeah.
have
So
an aunt.
basically, he
Even I
had
have an aunt
multiple
who.
dysentery,
Yeah,
and
I'm
One
sorry.
then
second.
he died actually. So he had like basically generally see what happens if you have a dysentery or something, you just have it and then it just goes off, right? So this scene was not like that. Basically, even after having multiple medication tablets, he's just continuously having diarrhea. So basically, there are different way, and also in night when he is sleeping, he used to get that poking feeling that मुझे कुछ हो गया लगा के, like that is the feeling he was getting. That's what his wife was actually telling us, and he was a strong, nice, gentle man coming very regularly every Saturday and giving us that natty eggs. And we still remember this story as children. You know, when you're it has come for like to my brother, me, both of us were eating those eggs, and now after he is no more, his wife is no more, we don't have natty eggs to eat.
You're
So
literally missing just the eggs.
Seriously, man. I
yeah,
mean, sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt here.
yeah,
I don't know. You guys might find it funny. I don't know if this is a fucking. I'm sorry to use the word, but this is stupid coincidence, dude. How come it all had to come to this point and about this topic all of a sudden? Because I've been having bad stomach since morning. I've taken a tablet. Why? Why? Dick, I told you, right? When I messaged you,
Hmm.
we went on shopping. I was in the car because there was no parking area. I had to park it on the road, and I was sitting inside the car. I was reluctant to take a tablet. I was like, I don't want to take a tablet. I thought it was gonna go away, but I've been having continuous bad stomach since morning. I had to go to the washroom multiple times. But since I was on the road, and I did have to go to one of the shopping malls to get myself relieved. I came back. I couldn't hold it, so I took a tablet. Now I'm all okay. But look at the coincidence, dude. We are finally coming and talking about that.
Everything
So
is connected.
there is a pros. You know, what goes around comes around.
Seriously, man, I don't want
Everything
that
is
ghost.
connected. Same.
See,
But yeah, I have heard of people who can talk to ghosts and they give these kind of like, I don't know, some kind of counseling or to other people. I don't know.
No,
Talking to
I have.
ghosts. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, no. One
My
second.
it was
क्या बोल दे नहीं उसके बाद हेमंत के
it
पास
was a
जाना है.
little bit of comedic thing. Imagine if you can talk to ghosts. Would you really be able to make them do anything? मैं इंसानों से कुछ नहीं करवा पाता.
That's what I guess Pooja was telling in the starting, right? You can't convince a ghost easily. You have to really plead them. You have to really क्या साम वेद दंड जो भी बोलता है ना, you have to plead, you have to do everything.
Bro,
Hemant, you were
and
saying?
one more thing.
Dam bhed.
Yeah, sorry, Sushant. One second. Hemant and Pawan had something to say. Let's go back to them
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I will get back to you. Hemant, you
Well,
had
nothing
something?
like, when you were telling about like certain people telling. So my mom used to say that, our aunt, she passed away in 1985. So while she was going, so, in village, the customs and the traditions are a little different. Like, so she was laying and suddenly she wakes up and she's like, okay, someone is pulling my leg. Like there was no one around her leg, but she's like, he's here, he's here, he's here. Like they're from Tamil Nadu. So in Tamil, she was telling that he's here and now he's like dragging me. I'm trying to tell him to like, just give me some more time, but he's like, your time is up. And coincidentally, like, within 15 to 30 minutes, she passed away.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, again, she was very confident that this is my time to go. So just, this is my, like, she was, it's not even like, it was a sad event or something. She just told everyone and she was a little sick, but not so much that she would just pass away.
But they would know for some reason. I mean, it sort of happened with my grandfather. I don't know. He hasn't told us that he's gonna go away or sort. In 2003 or 2000, or not 2000, yeah, 2003 or 2004, he wasn't feeling well for a couple of days. I mean, feeling well in the sense he was having a fever sort of thing, and he smokes and he drinks. So till that time, he had a habit of smoking like 4 or 5 cigarettes in a day, and he every Sunday he gets a quarter of whiskey, and every Sunday I guess, or twice a week or thrice a week, he doesn't drink much. Either he brings a half bottle or a quarter bottle, and he completes it. For last 2 weeks, although I for some reason I was kind of angry with him. He wasn't feeling well, and he was smoking a lot, and he was I mean, I've asked him to stop. See, you aren't feeling well, why do you want to smoke, why do you want to drink? He stopped drinking. He doesn't listen to me much. But for that week or a couple of days before his death, he did actually took my advice. He stopped smoking, he stopped drinking. He was trying to be sober all those 2 days. On that particular day, I was supposed to go to yeah, my cousins came to my house. We were planned to go to Shirdi Sai Baba's mandir. It is one of the famous temples in Vizag. So we planned to go there. It was a Thursday, I guess, Thursday or a Saturday, I don't remember when. It was Saturday or Sunday, could be a holiday, yeah. Sunday. We all planned to go there. It was evening. So we were going to the bus stop. We were going to the nearest bus stop. We were walking. I've seen my grandfather coming in front of me, crossing me, and I've seen a cigarette packet in his hand. I got angry. I was like, "You waited for you still haven't. Your still health is just recovering. Your temperature has just got down. Why do you want to smoke now?" He said, "Yeah, I did not bring many. Right? I just bought 2 or 3. It's been a while. I haven't been able to smoke for a while. I'll just smoke one or two." I got angry. I said, "Okay, chalo, you're not listening to me karke." I was angry at him and I went. I came back. We were there in the temple for 1 hour or so. We came back, and our house is right on the main road. So I was going and I was coming back in the bus. I could see people were gathered around his. So he lives in his own separate house. Though it's all just beside one is our house is right beside his house. He wants to live separately. He doesn't want to live with any one of us. So I could see people being. I saw my parents. I saw someone. People who work around there. They were standing there. I've understood something was wrong. I got down. I came running. My cousins they did not really much bother. They thought my parents might have been talking to him or something. I thought I felt something was wrong. I came running back. I saw my father was rubbing his legs, and my mother was he was already dead by that time, or he was having his last breath sort of thing. So, and that's when I realized, like, he felt that I guess these are gonna be his last hours or so. He and cigarette was his kind of a habit, so he went, he got a cigarette, and he himself went there to the shop. He walked all the way. He got the cigarettes. He smoked, and he asked my dad to get him some tiffin. Well, I guess he loved masala dosa. So my dad bought him masala dosa. He ate couple of those bites of it. He stood from there. He took couple of steps, and he dropped on the floor. My right away, my father saw picked him up. He put him on the table. He was taking his last gasp of air. That was the last time I saw him, and but I don't know, he could realize that it was his last day or it was his last hour, so he has done everything. He has his last smoke.
I don't know,
But
man.
it was,
Even, but I have heard stories similar
Yeah,
stories about people
but I
telling
think,
they're gonna die. Yeah,
yeah,
please,
yeah.
Sushant.
but I think, bro, like, won't it be crazy? Like, when you grow old, you actually think of death coming towards you, and you actually get to speak to some spirit and say that, you don't take me now. I need a day or so to accomplish what I want to do on this earth, and then you take me. And if that
Yeah,
really happens, I think that would be a happiest soul which had actually left earth. Like,
yeah,
as an individual, if you think, like, for example, me as an individual, if I want to create some mark in life, do something, and at the end days of my life, if I want to see some success, and I'm not able to see that, and I believe I will see that in the next 10-15 days, and if I have an ability to talk to spirit and say to postpone my death for next 15 days or 20 days, so that I am able to rejoice the actual success whatever I have done. And if that really happens, I think that would be the happiest soul which can go out of this
exactly.
earth,
Yeah,
right?
you've
I
decided
mean,
your
that
time.
is,
You've decided your time of death as well, like whenever you
But
wanted to
yeah,
die.
I kind of don't believe it. Like, you can actually alter the time. Maybe you can ask for 5 minutes, like a compensation, but altering like a day or like more, I don't feel like that is like a possibility also, even in the grander
bro.
scheme of things.
See, I'll tell you. Sometimes it's like, if you guys have observed this Ahmedabad plane crash incident, just imagine
Seriously,
for your
man.
guys. No, no. Imagine for
I was
you
thinking
guys.
Final Destination.
Out
Just
of 242 people, just imagine one guy surviving, bro. I literally can't imagine this, brother.
and that guy didn't
So,
even got seriously injured. Maybe one broken leg. That's it.
no, he
How?
has
Yeah,
his
how?
little eyes and everything, but he is alive. That is what even PM Modi went and met him. He is just a
Yeah,
normal guy. But think of, I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy, man.
that is
He
cheating
has
death,
something.
dude.
Yes,
Kind
bro.
of, but I kind
I
of
mean,
feel
just
that is
imagine
even
the
worse
amount of
than that.
regret he's going to live with.
Yeah, I
I
felt
mean,
like,
so much of pressure on him. Like, mentally he should be okay now.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
so much
yeah.
of camera on him, bro. Literally camera on him.
I
Oh
mean, now
shit.
everyone is just questioning how do you feel being alive when everyone else died? I mean,
Huh.
the questions and everything
Yeah,
are so stupid and so.
Seriously.
I'm not sure if that is
bro.
the line of questions he would
Bro.
appreciate.
Even his brother died, bro. Even his own brother died in that accident.
Yo,
that
there
is
was
Has,
this
has there any news on how many people on the ground passed away?
20 people.
Yeah, that
20.
is not clear yet. Yeah, they
Yeah,
say it
because
is
we do
20.
not know. I mean, I've been hearing
Yeah,
certain stories about how a young kid who was delivering lunch to his mom, he passed away. Like, his mom works in a
yeah.
tea stall near this thing.
Shit.
And coming back to the guy who survived, many experts are saying that the plane kind of split into two, so he had an opening and he was kind of flung out. Not like he
No,
made
bro.
an.
obviously.
He was at emergency exit 11A is the seat he
Yeah.
said. So from that seat on the right side, from there he has escaped actually, and the reason he escaped was when the plane got crashed. There are the he did not
network issue.
Network
Yeah,
issue. Sashank
my
was
thing
saying
is,
something. Sorry, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people I saw on Twitter are blaming that guy only that he opened the gate so plane crashed. Like I don't know what can people
Really,
wow,
there.
man, that
wow,
is sick. That is sick.
Yeah.
Many people,
amazing.
I've seen a conspiracy story. It is just again, people are sharing it to mock the conspiracy theory that how can only this guy survive? We should really look
Uh-huh.
into his financial activities and his contacts and everything. And I'm like, see, there
Dude,
has been a
Wow.
whistleblower. A Boeing ka whistleblower last year, two people revealed that such a
no,
plane on a longer run is. See, the question is, whistleblowers, both of them are they died due to mysterious circumstances.
Yeah.
Like, so apart
I
from
would
that,
have
now
believed all that, but 11 साल से चल रहा था ये plane.
Are Sunu, now the point is, it's not only Indian nationals. If Indian nationals have died, everyone here understands that no much investigation or something would happen. But there are
Hmm.
few Portuguese, one Canadian, many Britishers. People won't leave it. People want to get to the bottom of it. Like for example,
People,
in India, you had a lot of EV blasts, electric vehicle blasts. People were like, "हाँ, मतलब कोई ना कोई करोल बाग से you must have put some what do you say other thing that is why it is done." But in South Korea, in a underground parking lot, a Mercedes EV blasted. After that, I mean that was the that in 22 ending. That is in car for car universe people call it the official downfall of the beginning of the downfall of EVs. Now a lot of people have gone back. The same way I feel like, see, already there have been whistleblowers. Now every whistleblower जो भी तुम tag देखोगे, they will try to investigate into okay what that person is trying to tell. Even many pilots have come online and told they're giving their own report about what might have gone wrong.
so was there a whistleblower boarded on that flight?
No, not on the
no,
flight, not on
nothing.
the
Oh,
flight, but
oh,
a whistleblower 1.5 year ago told that this series of Boeings have a serious issue and they should not be
oh.
used for major overhauls. And not only, I mean, see, already Air India has a very bad reputation. The
Mm-hmm.
one thing which is I mean, out of the government's back is last year or a couple of years ago, it was sold to Tata, right?
Yeah, now it is.
So it's
Yeah.
not kind of on their head to deal with it, but yeah.
See, my thing
Also,
is,
there is
I first
a one more
blamed the same reason. Yeah, yeah,
no
please,
one
Seven.
one more news. What I've seen is many real estate prices will be affected by this air crash. The reason is simple because every city now has an airport, and now many people are constructing their houses near the airport and selling it as a selling point. Now people want to secure some area beyond the airport also as a no construction zone, so that okay, for example, instead of the building, if there was a open space or something, maybe an attempt to land. I mean, I understand this is a very foolish step, but there won't be any tragedy on the ground.
I mean, it's a 1 in 100 situation, so I don't think it's gonna change anything. It's like it doesn't have. It's the first time we have ever encountered, at least in my lifespan
No,
till.
bro. During
I,
2020 in Kochi also there was an air crash. It
yeah,
just
but
went.
not. It doesn't. It did not happen, and it did not really get crash into a civilization or more
See,
a
that is
city.
the
So
exact
it
thing
was
because
not
there
that big.
it's see there it's kid off the runway. To be
Yeah,
honest,
Yeah.
yeah.
and see the point is after the runway. I mean, here this what do you say? After the flight has taken it has taken off. This if you see the map, there are places right after the airport where people are staying.
I mean, if that's the case, like you might, if you might have seen the route to the train route, right? There's a train route to, I guess, on a train route to Bangalore. It is literally behind the wall of a house. It is like in between the street.
Bro, I mean, train is different and plane is
No, no. If the
different.
train had to derail, it will definitely
Okay.
go into the house, right?
My understanding
I
is whenever it is coming to a city, the
Mhm.
trains will not really drive fast. But yeah, that actually could happen.
Yeah.
Especially the last 3 to 4 years. I mean, last 2 years there have been major train incidents.
My thing is, I don't logically believe this situation there that airport may or like I know the area which is already left in airport is the no fly zone or something, but I don't particularly believe it will do any good ki or area chhod do personally. Imagine one out of
No,
a
every
billion cases where the flight just takes off and drops. And
see, it's
also,
not.
The
People do not know why the flight crashed yet.
it's
it's a
a
machine, it
proper technical issue, man. I
crashed.
mean,
Yeah,
People want to
it's a
put it
machine,
on
it
bird.
crashes.
People want to put it on bird. Like suddenly एक
Everybody
bird
want
आ
to
गया.
put it on something or the other.
I
You
mean,
know,
now that they want to create a news, so people want
Yeah.
to create some sort of thing around it.
around 10 days ago, a week or 10 days ago, there was a plane which had an emergency landing because a eagle or something like flew into
Yeah,
it.
that happens. That happens. I
No, no,
totally
no, no,
agree.
no. I'm telling you that see, plane is not like they make it out of aluminum foils or something. It will also have a lot of resistance.
Mhm.
Again, once the black box is done, I mean, already some news channels are claiming we have exclusive sounding of black box. Ki this is what he has done. Like I mean, the official thing is the pilot tries to take it off, but he's like, the it is not taking off. Like, see, it
No,
flies till the
there's no thrust, there's no power. We're falling down.
yeah,
Those
yeah,
were his
yeah, yeah. I
Mayday,
mean, see,
Mayday, Mayday. Yeah,
after the takeoff at 600 and some feet, he understood ki, like, okay, the plane is like just going down.
it could be one of those cases. It was a bad luck, dude. It was, and this guy
It
is a
was it was just machine failing. That's
yeah.
it.
There was
People
another
want
no there,
news. That's it.
there was another incident in Karachi in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. There he full legit like crashed into a locality.
I know. I remember
I
seeing the
read
news. It
the
was a
like
lot of people died.
I had a case study there, like ethics में case study था, so I had to like read the whole incident. It's the only reason why it is there is because see, pilots need to take a mental evaluation test before like every for a certain period कि like okay आपका mental stability कैसा है and everything. You cannot forever do, and they cannot work more than 4 days a week. This guy,
Okay.
the pilot of the Pakistani guy, not only that he was working for the fifth day, also like in his previous mental assessments, he was given not okay to fly, but then he overruled it by showing another mental fitness report saying that no, that can be what do you say overthrown. ऐसे तो कुछ भी
So
नहीं है यहाँ पर. Both the pilots are like proper.
Yeah.
see, the
Yeah,
thing
not
is, basically इंडिया में ना लोग ज्यादा हो गए, मुंह ज्यादा चल रहे हैं. After
सारे के
मैं
सारे.
सोशल मीडिया में every day I feel like नहीं आना चाहिए था यहाँ.
अरे
Every
bro,
moment.
I'm telling you, right? Like, the other day I had a friend's birthday, so I uploaded a story on Instagram. I did it through browser. Like, that was a bit. I'm telling you, right? People, like, my whole DM is flooded. Like, I've quit Instagram and WhatsApp over a month ago.
Oh, it's been a
Hmm.
while. I quit.
Every
Shashank, you wanted
That's
to say
why,
anything?
that's why
Shashank को कुछ तो बोल. He's been
Yeah.
trying to
yeah,
talk for a while.
I'm
Please.
so sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be funny, but you'll see a Netflix documentary after some years about this. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
definitely. Yeah, maybe within a year. I don't think many years as well.
See, there
Now
is audience, there will be media.
See, now it
Uh,
has gotten the international coverage also, and everyone
yeah,
are just like, trying to figure out कि क्या चल रहा है.
yeah.
You
You
cannot.
know that what you call conspiracy that plane went into the building, but the building is still standing. You
See,
know
That
that.
is called good construction. Kudos
Uh,
to the contractor.
but
a
they
rare
are
feat, a rare engineering feat.
they are telling it in context of that twin towers.
Yeah.
The
See, Twin Towers, mein what happened is since it is a very huge tower, they had a central beam rather than beams on all the corners. You had a central beam. So once the beam is disturbed, the whole floor was supposed to collapse. I mean, there is an explanation why the tower collapsed, but again, that could also be fabricated.
Yeah,
ट्विन
maybe
टावर
who
का तो
knows?
कितना सारा निकल गया कि टावर्स में क्या इशू था, कितनी
The guy,
फ्लाइट्स गिरी, इसलिए
no, the
हुआ,
owner, like,
बहुत.
within like 2 to 3 weeks before he took the whole, he renewed the insurance and he got double the insurance because he's like, दो
Yeah.
attacks हुआ था.
Mm-hmm. And the building near to that also that collapsed like
See,
few
there are
seconds
four.
earlier, right?
Al Qaeda planned four crashes. One is
Uh,
two of them are twin towers. The third one I'm not sure
Pentagon.
kahan par.
Pentagon. One was
No,
to
no, no, no. Fourth one was supposed to be crashing in Pentagon. At that
White.
point of time, U.S. Air Force shot that plane down.
No,
The
White
fourth
House, I think.
No, the fourth plane was supposed to target Pentagon. The third
So-
plane also crashed somewhere. I'm not sure kahan.
हाँ before some field
4
I
attacks tha. See, the reason why they attacked Twin Towers is not because it's the tallest building or something. They attacked because it was the headquarters of a lot of companies. Like everyone had their head offices there.
And
They
people
wanted
तो
to
उनको बस
disrupt the
डिसरप्ट
economy of
करना था वही
economy को disrupt करना था. And again, like terrorist attack at the world's strongest power. मतलब people will stop trusting in US, and people did stop trusting US for a certain while.
इट वाज द इनसाइड जॉब आज भी लोग बोल रहे हैं
yeah.
Every
चलो
day I
भाई
open it.
डी you wanted to go, you had to leave, you अभी जाना है क्या तेरे को कहीं?
नहीं रे मैं सोने का सोच रहा था
Dick, where are you right now?
मैं अभी आसाम गुवाहाटी
No.
So if you want to, if you want to sleep, we can stop the session, man. It's
Arey,
okay.
हाँ, you guys are sleepy. Like, yeah, we can actually do it.
लोग
Yeah,
चले गए
okay
सब.
let's end the live now
Yeah. Thank you all for joining.
अरे
Saturday
bro,
Spooky
listen,
Stories. अभी तो
it's a humble request. जब भी आप live ऐसे करोगे, वहाँ पर एक link डाल दो. Again, with ask to join.
लिंक कहाँ पे? Description
live
में.
chat
हाँ, हाँ,
live
हाँ,
chat
हाँ.
Problem
Live
is
chat.
people. I mean, that's what, right? I've done that, and random people join.
Yeah,
and
but I do
random-
a thing like today. I legit called like, see, I'm not on what.
फेसबुक कॉल किया था मेरे को
हाँ.
Oh shit! I know. I forgot that he. That's what I was thinking. Why isn't Heyman enjoying from last year?
Well, no,
three
actually,
sessions?
last week I was out. By the time I